There's the engine on the live feed. Ugh.
Precariously perched on the hood.
Yeah, trying to see. Hopefully it doesn't fall.
Should be all right. The windshield washer hoses are holding it.
Yeah, they are. Actually, the one's undone. I have to remember to connect it up. That's something, by the way, that needs to be replaced. This has a hole in it. It's got a leak or something. I don't know when it broke.
They crack.
Yeah, I'm sure I cracked it. So right now it's just useless space. All right, so we're just taking off the top manifold for kicks. Hey, how's it going? Thanks, man. And let's see what we find. There's no. What do you need?
Just another ratchet.
Here, I'll grab another one.
Go.
What
Twice
size?
as fast.
Yep, here. I got another one. And let's put this orange guy here for collecting some of that. If there's a tool that you need, just say it. I'm sure I probably have it. Or maybe not, you know. By the way, we are tearing into the engine a little bit, and it's on YouTube Live. If you jump on right now, you can kind of watch us and hang out and see what happens as we open this thing up.
Oh yeah, your sensor's how long zip ties.
Yeah, that sensor. Hopefully, it's just that sensor.
With how often we've had this off, you figure you can maybe just ask it and it would just take itself off by now.
We are turning the engine a little bit. And put a YouTube link. Wrangler. All right.
Screwdriver?
Yep. So right there.
Oh, there we go.
On the other side. So I'll just cut this zip tie, right?
Yeah.
This is my zip tie cutter. Not sure what it's made for, but it sure works well.
Yeah, it looks like it works.
And that's my little guy that doesn't like to come off. Can I just set this to the side? Can I just set that right here?
Yeah.
It's not really in our way, right?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't need to unclip that. Oh. Next time.
No. Hopefully there's
No other next time.
It's already been too many next time.
Oh man. Yeah, that is a little tiny one. Those top guys.
Smaller than that too.
It's not even a 10.
Nope.
Okay.
Should hopefully just be those and the top. Good thing those aren't very tight.
No. Plenty of off and on. So from what I remember, there's one in the back too, right? Yeah. Way far down there.
You have another small socket set somewhere besides the nut driver. I don't think you're gonna get a nut driver back there.
Let me see if I can get this guy down there. Wow. Yeah, it goes.
You got it?
I think so. Yeah. It's hard to twist it, but it turns. If I don't drop it in there. You see how brittle this is?
Yep.
It just all broke when I started pushing on it.
Looks like it is already a little bit melted. Oh, it's definitely crunchy.
Yeah, I think it's just old and crunchy. Okay. I think that's now these guys. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4?
4 more down there.
All right.
Yeah, short ones.
And then are they? One doesn't seem to be. I don't know. It's probably rising up inside my. Yeah, it was.
Oh no, not that one.
Not that one.
No, these 4 up here.
Oh, geez, all right.
I just got.
That's really cool, man.
I got these Polaroids since I didn't get tips and it's upwards.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you super high.
Back on there. And all right.
There you go.
This is the right one.
That's why that other one was so tight.
Yeah, because it's never been taken off. But, all right, and this is 4 here. Maybe it's just 3.
Should be 1 person.
I can't remember. Do we pull those out or do we lift the whole thing?
Should be.
Let's see.
I know you got that one already.
What about this guy here? This one. I think we have to do that too, right?
Oh, yep. I didn't see that one.
I think maybe that one's a 10.
get down there? Or probably next
No.
session?
Yeah. Is there, those extensions are, that's the wrong size. Let me grab a.
There you go. Lots of choices. This will get in there.
Is it a 10? It is. Yeah.
Use those doctor fingers.
As you,
Like
This-
operation right there.
I know. That's not a good thing. And then. Now does it lift out?
Hopefully.
It's like a lift and a slide out or something, right?
Yeah, because we still got these two brackets over here that has to slide out of.
Mm-hmm.
Is there that bolted to something on the other side we can move?
It is. I feel like we didn't have to, but
Yeah, probably right. Actually, we need brackets.
and then does it feel like? Yeah.
Well, yeah, the problem is these studs over here, 4 of them. So it's got to go up and then that way. I know we didn't take these up.
Can you
'cause this goes
try and
down.
lift it real quick? See if you can get past. You can get past me there. All right. So should I just loosen these?
I'll try it and see.
I'm gonna loosen them first and see if that
Yeah.
seems like it does anything for us. There's just like some weird motion that gets through here somehow. If anyone's suspected, we get one in the back.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, wait, my finger's in the way, but I think we got it. Yeah. All right.
Just on this one of the bracket.
There we go. You're free.
Okay.
Are you still connected?
Oh no, it was right here. I think this is one you forgot to plug in last time.
The break?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's fine. That's enough. We can see.
Yeah.
All right.
Here, I'll turn that down. Well, that's about it. So we just took off the intake manifold. All the air comes through here, runs, gets split up, and goes down those holes into the engine. And the reason that we did that is we're looking for an oil leak and just didn't really know if we were seeing behind the engine very well. So this is kind of our way to get behind the engine.
And we've done it so many times that
And
we
we've
knew it
been
would
in
come
here a
off
lot.
pretty easy.
Yep. So I'm gonna grab another light. Yes, sir.
You know the helmets? I need to sort them out. Some of them fell out.
You need to sort them according to division?
Yeah.
Don't you have ESPN on your iPad?
Yeah, but what's all that?
You can do it just for that.
Okay.
What are you seeing back there?
Oil
Oil?
all over the place.
Okay.
Let me get this hook off. That's out of the way. Let it go.
What's that?
So let go. It's one hose.
I never posted the on Instagram live here. All right.
All right, here. Let's put this out.
You want to take it?
All right. Can't want to put my elbow right where it was.
Dad, it won't work. I need your phone.
What do you need it for, Brady?
Yes, Deanna, stop looking on my iPad. My iPad's dead off.
All right, well, I'm using it for stuff.
I can
right now.
memorize them like after just like people ones.
All right, here.
Standings.
Bring that back quickly, okay?
There's definitely a lot of oil where the head meets up with the block.
Where the head meets up the block, so head gasket area.
Yeah.
Kind of looks wet around these head gasket. So that the head gasket's pretty major job, right?
Yeah.
That's basically you're pulling everything out, including the valve trains.
Yes. Have that little round one handy here.
See a couple people join on YouTube live. So what's going on right now? We've taken off the intake manifold to get behind the engine as we try to figure out where all this oil is coming from, because oil has been dripping down onto the transmission bell and going all over everywhere. And what we hope it's not, but concerned it may be, is a head gasket leaking. It's not a crazy leak. I did run out of oil on me on a recent long trip. And so I've been keeping my eye on it, and I haven't had to add any oil, but it is leaking. It's quite a bit. I mean, that leak is a lot more than it was. We're looking in the engine to try to figure out where there's an oil leak. See the oil in the driveway? That came from the Jeep, so we're trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Why are you doing this in the garage?
It's flat area mainly, sheltered. If I have to close it up and work on it again tomorrow, I don't have to worry about rain getting in the engine and stuff like that. Make sense? Cool. Man, I knew we were taking that manifold off today. I should have just done it. I was waiting for it. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should just do it.
I don't really like to do that unless hate taking apart things unless I have to or feel I have to.
Let's see. I'm gonna grab the computer and just look at hit the chat for a second. Boom. All right. JT says recently did the oil cooler. Looks like we're heading in that direction. You know, so the thing is, we actually did the oil cooler not that long ago. It doesn't look like that's the issue right now. What's up, Obi? Good to see you, buddy. Oil from the head gasket would mean it's mixed with coolant. No?
Not necessarily.
Greg says not necessarily. Definitely haven't seen any coolant down there. JT says if there's lots of oil in the valley, then it could be that cooler, which we totally agree. Again, something we actually did not that long ago. We were out in Death Valley driving along, and all of a sudden, just my temperature shot way up, and it turned out that the oil cooler had given up the ghost and was dead. So Greg's still looking with mirrors. I'm giving him the space. Make that the view. Yeah.
Are we gonna see Drew Brees today?
That event is from 4 to 6 o'clock. How bad do you want to do that?
Now, what does Drew Brees look like?
He's just like a older guy, quarterback.
Does he have brown skin?
No.
Yeah.
He's. You want me to show you a picture of him? That's what he looks like.
On go.
Okay. We'll probably go like around 5 o'clock or something, right, Brady? You want to go to Burger Lounge after or something like that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I figured.
Burger Lounge must be their favorite.
Oh yeah, Burger Lounge is a popular.
I've been to the one up in Carlsbad before. Well, there's definitely a bunch of oil around this head gasket on the driver's side.
Mm-hmm.
There's the passenger side seems pretty dry. Wish they gave you a little bit more access to look below this manifold or the lower plenum.
Yeah, maybe I should get like a fiber optic camera.
Are we going to be able to go to Onset tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Bring lots of quarts of oil.
Just bring extra oil in case we need it. You know, be extra careful about not hitting this.
Yeah.
I don't want it to fall into there.
Why not?
I don't know.
Maybe the first time.
It wouldn't. We've definitely pulled some out of there before. Hey.
Just seems like a lot of oil even for a head gasket.
Really? Okay.
But
Do we want to? Are we going deeper in this manifold, or nah? What do you think?
depends. Do you want to go to Anson tomorrow?
Do you want to go to Enza tomorrow? I just.
At this point, it's down to one of two things.
Uh-huh.
It's either this head gasket on the driver's side.
Yep.
Or, unlikely since we already replaced it. Yeah, the oil cooler.
Yeah. So you don't feel confident enough looking at it to say it's not the oil cooler, right?
There's, I think there would be a lot more oil down in that valley.
There was
if it
last time.
was.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Um,
That being said, it's hard to see in there. You know.
It is hard to see in there. I think I remember when it was leaking coolant, even looking down there, we couldn't see coolant.
No.
I don't think we saw much until we took this off.
Yeah. I remember when we took it off, all of a sudden we could see. a
Yeah,
ton.
because I think that we were even unsure if that was the problem.
Yeah.
Until we took the plenum off, because I don't think we could really see.
Got it.
Um,
All right. So plenum is what? These guys?
Fuel injectors. And
Yep.
All that. That was much more of a bear getting in and out from the upper.
Yeah. What do you think? So, you know, if it is either head gasket or oil cooler, right?
Mhm.
Those are both things that I could just keep pouring more oil into it. It's not going to kill me, right?
In theory.
If I
As long
keep,
as
keep
it-
my eye on the oil pressure. That kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it doesn't get worse, but yeah, that's kind of why I don't want to necessarily go further yet. Because
Mhm.
if you're planning on going somewhere tomorrow,
Sure, yeah.
um,
Yeah, we're going to go out tomorrow. And then, you know, you and I were talking about going out for several days through the weekend.
right?
So I'm fine. So, you know, my take on it is I think I'll be okay if I just keep my eye on the oil pressure, watch it, and check my levels
level
and see how much more it leaks. Because we, you know, that's how much has leaked out so far. It's certainly all over the bottom,
Mhm.
right? It is. But what we haven't done is I haven't taken it out and driven it and seen how much worse it gets,
Right.
you know? So
Yeah, because you put a lot of miles on it, even since you added the oil with the check engine light.
correct. Yeah.
So-
When that check engine light came on, I've been out a couple times since. Yeah. And far.
And this problem is probably from before that.
Yeah.
That would explain why it was so low.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Although I didn't notice it, you know, leaking, but
Right.
and maybe I hit it somewhere out there. That was a Coyote Flats trip, I think. So, all right, man. So it sounds like our plan right now is going to be put it back together and see how it does tomorrow and the next day, and maybe on our trip up to Death Valley. And I'll just take lots of
At
oil.
least it's not far away.
Yeah.
Just Death Valley.
Just Death Valley. It's 4 hours, man. You'll give me a ride home, right?
Doing your Jeep flying over.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. And
I'm so
then
glad we took the plenum off because I could see the head gasket better.
Yeah.
I think the next step is so they do sell these oil cooler housings
Uh-huh.
made out of aluminum instead of plastic.
yeah, so which one do we oh, you mean it comes all the way up?
Yeah,
As
all
aluminum?
this is aluminum.
So actually, you know, that's a good point too, right? Which is if we're opening it up right now, we don't have replacement parts.
Right.
And the replacement part's like $70.
Well, for the plastic one.
For the plastic one.
Yeah.
The other one's like 130, I think, or something.
Something like that.
So maybe at a minimum, we should come back to this when we have the parts.
Right. Because I'm thinking
Now we have a good reason not to do it.
if that is cracked again, we definitely don't want to put a plastic one back in there.
Right.
The metal one, you have to swap over pieces. The plastic one comes with sensors and all that already. But
Mhm.
the advantage is cracking.
Right.
Probably not.
I can't imagine the thing cracked again, but
I can't imagine either. That's why another reason I'm kind of hesitant to pull that. But
Yep.
So the other thing that can be done is an oil dye.
right.
The problem is we'd have to put it in after like the Death Valley trip because right now if you put it in
It'll
now
be
and you drive
everywhere.
there, it would just be everywhere. It's still be hard to tell. You gotta get real close.
Yeah.
Because there's oil back in that vicinity, but I mean it could just be running over there from
Yeah, there's freaking oil everywhere.
And yeah, see, I mean, if it was the rear main seal, the oil would not be on top, up by the head gasket and all that. No way.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much oil there. You can't really tell what I'm looking at other than a lot of oily spots.
I definitely can see a defined line where the head starts from the block
Okay.
of dry and wet.
All right. Cool, man. All right. Should we put it back on?
Yeah.
What do you think? Should I order another pump, the aluminum pump, before we open it back up again? Let's check and see what we got here in the chat, by the way. Have you changed the oil since the cooler replacement? It could have cracked. Pretty sure that's what happened on mine. Dealer tightened quarter past the crack. Yeah. There's also a pressure sensor back there. Whether or not that would leak or not, that's a good question. And then when you replace the oil cooler, did you replace the valve cover gasket? No, we didn't. Valve cover gaskets?
But you don't have to take that off.
Yeah. Okay. No, we didn't then. Obi's says he would check the valve cover gaskets because he can't imagine it'd be leaking from the head gasket.
Valve cover gaskets are dry.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little bit of seepage from more towards the front.
They do look dry. Yeah. We those are pretty. The problem seems to be below that. I agree. Good stuff. All right, man. Well, let's throw this thing back on, and I'll be going for a drive tomorrow, and we will see how it does. And if I call you from the road, from the side of the highway, like I've done before,
I'm off at 2.
you're off at 2. Okay. I'll plan around your work schedule. Oh man. Hey guys, thank you for jumping on here and hanging out with us and your ideas as we fix it. Or didn't fix it, but just opened it up. We're going to put it back on and I think I'll buy an oil cooler that I can just return if that's not the problem. And when we open it up again. So, all right, till tomorrow or whenever it is. See you guys. All right. Yeah. I'll take something that absorbs oil. Good idea.
Yeah.